Hey everybody, it's Jang here from ultimaterc.com. I'm gonna be sharing with you my first experience with my first look at my brand new Traxxas SUMMIT. This is not the little one that I tested before. This is the big one. It's really big. Let me go ahead and open up the box and show you what I mean. Oh my God. Oh. That's big. That's big. That's big. Oh man. Not only big, but it weighs a ton. This thing is pretty dang serious. So, yeah, that's big. Let's have a proper look at this gigantarded wallowing mass. Look at that suspension, y'all. Oh my God, that's crazy. There's nothing like that on the market. I mean, there is no competition to the Summit. You either get a Summit or you get something else. There isn't a Summit and then the Summit's closest competitor. No, there is none. It's just this huge thing. You can call it 10th scale if you want. I've put this body on a 10th scale vehicle before. Looked just fine. You can call it 8th scale and nobody will be able to argue with you because, I mean, well, the size of it is obvious. Let me go ahead and take this body off, but not before I point out the fact that it has a new style. Traxxas has not updated a lot of things with the Summit since it first came out, but this is something that was updated recently. It went with the Pro Graphics screen printed theme, still available with 3 color schemes, but the green is new. It replaces yellow. We had yellow before. That's out, and they have this nice new graphic design that just looks a lot better. Well, to a lot of folks, it'll look a lot better than the original, just plain one-tone setup. But you can get just the body by itself, just in clear if you want to. It also still has this exo cage around the outside of it, which adds to the looks and also helps to provide a little bit of extra protection to the body. I mean, it is a fairly thick Lexan body, but the weight of the vehicle, especially with 2 batteries in it, especially it comes with nickel metal hydride batteries, that makes it even heavier, would pretty quickly crush just about any Lexan body. So this just helps a lot with that. Taking all that off, and even this has a good amount of weight to it. What you end up seeing underneath is based on the Traxxas e-Revo platform, which is in turn based on the original Nitro Revo. They've got the so-called Revo style lay-down shocks that a lot of folks refer to as Formula One style shocks. It's just horizontal. Helps to protect the shocks from damage. Also gives you a lot more tuning options by changing out these cantilevers that are connected to push rods that ultimately are activated through the suspension. Stock, it comes with one single motor, and it's a big brushed motor. It's they call it a 775 size motor, something that you would find in a large power tool right there. This vehicle has a lot of servos in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 servos in the stock Summit. Why does it have 5 servos? Well, 2 of them are doubled up on steering duty to help turn these gigantor tires. So that's these 2 standard ones. It also has a 2-speed transmission in it. So you've got one, I believe it's this guy right here, one transmission shifting mini servo, and then you've got 2 remote diff locking servos. One of them connects to the front diff, one of them connects to the rear diff. Like the Emax, you've got this the TQ3 style of radio with a little lever right here that's very easy to access with your thumb, and that's for switching between high and low gear ranges. It's a very wide range though, unlike on the Emax. Here it's a very distinct difference in the gear ratios between the faster speed and the low crawling speed. Then they also add on one other thing they just attach to the end right here. It's another switch. This is a 3-position switch. The middle one is to have just the front diff locked. The upper one is to have none of the diffs locked, and the bottom one is to have both front and rear diffs locked. And that just dramatically increases the total amount of traction that you can have from this vehicle when you get stuck in a sticky situation, or if you're on very, very, very low traction surfaces. And that can all be operated right here remotely, which means that you can spend more time driving and less time actually going up to the vehicle, getting it unstuck manually, or taking it back to your garage or workshop or room and changing out the settings to adjust for different types of terrain. I mentioned before that this does come with a couple of batteries, and here I'm going to go ahead and take them out. They give you 2 of the Traxxas power cell sets, and these are 7-cell batteries, nickel metal hydride, 7-cell, 2 of them, and they get run in series. These are 3,000 milliamp hour packs, and honestly that accounts for quite a lot of the weight of the vehicle. But hey, it's great that you actually get something to start with. So if you don't have 2 matching batteries, because it's your first time going with a larger vehicle, now you do, and you can just go ahead and get started with these once they're charged up. The battery trays are configurable slightly. They will adjust to allow you to run LiPo batteries, and you can also run either a 6-cell nickel metal hydride length or a 7-cell length. Same thing goes for LiPos. You can use the longer style LiPos, longer than the standard 7.4 volts that are normally used on 1/10 scale vehicles. I'm going to be shamelessly impatient here, and I am actually going to go ahead and load up some AA batteries. It does not include AA batteries for the controller. The controller does require only 4. It's a 2.4 gigahertz modern low draw system, low voltage. So you only need 4 AA's to power that. So that's a nice convenience. And go ahead and turn that on. I've not charged the batteries, but they do have just a little bit of charge on them, guaranteed from the factory, because I want to show you one other cool little thing that you do get with the Summit without having to do any modifications or any additions to it. And turning this guy towards you, check that out. Hell yeah. Pre-installed bright LED lights. You got 4 of them right there in the front, and then you've also got 6 in the rear, just to give you a cool little pattern in the back. So those are pre-installed. They are bright enough to do a little bit of nighttime driving. They don't have quite a wide enough path or swath of light. You can just barely see it here. They're not going to really let you do any hardcore nighttime driving, but at the very least, they let you see where your vehicle is, and they do give you a little bit of a indication or a show of what's up in front of you. So really cool extra little thing that they didn't need to put in here. You know, the vehicle is awesome enough as it is, in spite of however it's going to perform. You've probably already seen videos of the Summit performing. I have not actually driven one myself yet, but despite how it's going to perform, it is a thing of amazement just in its overall size, the amount of suspension travel that it has, and the really cool features of the locked diffs and the 2 wide range transmission that give you a lot of different driving characteristics available without having to change out any parts. But nice little thing that they added in, the LEDs. Let me go ahead and put the body back on, because very soon I'm going to need to fully charge those batteries that are in there. Plus, I'm going to fully charge 2 standard LiPo battery packs, just 2-cell LiPo packs, and get this thing actually running for its very first time, because an unboxing is an unboxing, and that's cool and all, but you really haven't gotten information from this about whether you want to buy this thing or not. And that's really what a review is about. And that's why I'm going to give you driving videos and a full-on review video of the Traxxas SUMMIT. Got a bunch of paperwork here to go through. Got a stack of tools that they give me for when I want to do some work on this, but I'll give you a full review that includes looking more closely at the individual parts. You get to see a little bit better what the scale of this entire vehicle is. You get to actually see it in action. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for tuning in for this. Sharing with me my experience of seeing my brand new SUMMIT for the very first time. First one that I've owned, and it's going to be the first one that I've ever personally driven myself. I'll be talking to you again very soon. Bye for now.